Cześć, witajcie, ja jestem Ptasiek, a przed wami drugi odcinek z gry The Darkest Files. Rozwiązywaliśmy sprawę pewnego niemieckiego obywatela, który został porwany, w zasadzie można tak powiedzieć, przez NSDAP. No i znaleziono go martwego, więc zobaczmy, jak posunie się dalej śledztwo. Okej, mamy zakończyć dzień. Cześć, kotek.
Well, hello. And who would you be?
That's Marlene. My son turned out to be allergic, so Mr. Bauer agreed to have her stay here for now.
Looking forward to working with you, Marlene.
No dobra, zakończmy dzień. Dzisiaj mamy przesłuchać jednego ze świadków tego zdarzenia. First suspect, pierwszy podejrzany.
Last month's Motortrends and a Birgit from last year. Wouldn't be my first reading choice, but with how long you have to wait for a prosecutor.
Check my inbox. Okej.
Good morning, Miss Katz.
Dzień dobry, cześć.
Miss Katz. Miss Katz.
Aha, chyba nie chcemy gadać. Okej, czyli tak samo mamy przesłuchać i opowiedzieć panu Bauerowi, co tutaj mamy. Koniec kryzysu.
Miss Katz, excuse me. The witness you asked me to contact, Hermann Kiewitz, just arrived.
Thank you, Paula. I'll be joining you in a minute.
Hermann Kiewitz. Zobaczmy, którego my z nich tutaj mamy. Kiewitz, Hermann. To jest ten w okularach. Okej. I jeszcze mamy Alfreda przesłuchać, bo to oni we dwójkę byli. Nie wiem, kim jest ten, ale się dowiemy. Schwarzherbert nie żyje, tak? Okej.
Good morning. My name is Esther Katz.
A pleasure, miss. Could you tell me how long I have to wait for the prosecutor?
Mr. Kiewitz, I'm the prosecutor here.
Oh, modern times, I guess. How long will this take?
Nie będzie długo.
Won't be too long.
Good. So, let's get this over with.
This is about the arrest of Hans Naumann in Munich on April 28th, 1945. According to a witness, two men picked up Mr. Naumann from his apartment. Were you one of them?
You're pretty, you know that?
Mr. Kiewitz, were you one of those men?
No, I wasn't. We drove to the house. Then our group leader and Mr. Schickert got out of the car to arrest the men. Then they tossed the old man into the car and headed to the district office.
The district office. Where was it located?
We just had moved it into the basement of an old brewery, still stuffed with beer bottles and barrels. District leader Schwarz came out and gave the command.
Where it goes on the names of people. Okej. Będzie łatwiej.
What command? What did he say?
He ordered us to execute the man. Then he left. I felt uneasy. This wasn't right. We followed group leader Falkman to the cell. There was tension.
This must be the cell. Could you describe the cell?
Very basic. Mattress, window, chair.
What was Mr. Falkman doing?
Group leader Falkman seemed to hesitate. He shared my concerns about killing the old sod. He told us to wait. Yet Schickert insisted. He referred to that new order about dealing with insurgents. He was such a stickler for the rules. He could be really annoying about these things.
What did he say?
He yelled he would report us to the Gestapo. Faced with this open threat of being denounced, we did not dare to act.
Coś tu możemy przebadać.
The tension was strong. Group leader Falkman ordered us to wait once more, but Schickert drew his gun and shot him.
Okej.
What weapons did the people present have? Standard issue equipment?
We could wish. Those were the last days. We had almost nothing left. Rifles, pistols, ammunition. We had to use whatever was somehow left or what we managed to get out of the ruins.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. Were the compartments prepared to host prisoners?
Kind of. We adjusted them so our prisoner could stay there for interrogations and not get out.
No trochę mi tu miesza w tym śledztwie.
For how long were the prisoners held in these cells?
Mostly around a week.
Trzymali ich tydzień.
You said Mr. Schickert shot him with his gun. What was it? His service weapon? What model?
Service weapon, I suppose. And I don't remember the model. I've never been good with them.
I know what weapon was used to kill the man. I just need to know who had it. Being locked in a cell like this, not knowing what would happen next, this must have been so hard. How did you ensure the energy supply?
The district struggled to produce enough energy. There were frequent power failures. For emergency, we had a generator. If worst came to worst, we used oil lamps.
Co to może mi jeszcze powiedzieć?
They must have had petrol to run the generator, or to destroy evidence.
Okej.
We had these oil lamps everywhere. In the bathroom, in the living room, in the kitchen. I can still hear the sirens in my head. They seem to last forever. But it may just have been a minute full of despair, if you survived it. Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
Just in Bavaria, there were 28 local groups. We were in constant contact with them.
Czyli to wszystko ma jakieś wskazówki.
Were there any other prisoners at that time?
Obviously, yes. We had to put the traitors somewhere. We adapted part of the storage rooms as cells.
I think I'm still missing something. How did Mr. Schwarz's office look like?
Quite fancy given the circumstances. Leather chair, massive oak desk. District Leader Schwarz cared about showing off.
Was Mr. Schwarz involved in the execution?
He gave the orders, but the members of the local group were responsible for carrying them out. Surely you can't expect a busy man like the district leader to attend every execution in person.
There was no execution order in the files I got. If it exists, I should check if I can get my hands on it. What were Mr. Schwarz's responsibilities as a district leader?
He was responsible for organizing relief measures for the party during air raids, coordinating local groups, providing food and emergency quarters. He had also found the brewery for us and organized the move.
They should consider the chain of command. How was your relationship to Mr. Schwarz?
He treated me fairly and friendly. I learned a lot from him.
How was working under Mr. Feldman?
Great. He was a good leader and a better man. It was a pleasure to work with him. Even though some people might have disagreed, we had our share of malcontents in the group. But he knew how to deal with them effectively.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. What were your responsibilities in your local group?
Most of the time I accompanied District Leader Schwarz and drove him when he needed a driver. He knew how to convey power and discipline.
Interesting. I should ask Paula if she can find any information about this. How did you and Mr. Schickert get along?
He and I didn't have much to do with each other. We were just part of the same local group. He was no feast for the eyes, a cranky guy, strange. Always strict with his work, but annoying from time to time. He was obsessed with Prussian virtues.
Coś tu jeszcze mamy?
For how long did Mr. Feldman talk to Mr. Schwarz?
Miss, it was over 10 years ago. I don't remember. Couldn't have been too long, as Mr. Schickert didn't have enough time to really get on my nerves.
Ale cieszę się, że zadbali o oryginalne znaki z tych czasów. Bo część gier niestety ma to gdzieś. O, tu coś jeszcze mamy.
Did Mr. Schwarz even get to see the victim Hans Naumann?
Not entirely sure. He was in his office when we brought the perpetrator,
The victim.
the victim, into a cell.
If Schwarz didn't see the victim, did he know they had the wrong man? What did he know?
No to już nic więcej nie widzę.
Were summary executions common?
In those days, yes.
Spending entire days in a damp cellar. They must have been bored and tried to pass the time. How many people were in your local group?
Around 10, but we were never all present at the same time due to shifts and different responsibilities.
11, 12. No, we were down to 11 then. The Gestapo took Ludolf back in January.
So the Gestapo threat wasn't something new. Why did you relocate the office?
Because of a big air raid. We wanted to be underground. We hoped that we would be safer there.
What were your local group's responsibilities in the very last days of the war?
We were responsible for all concerns and for many households within Munich. Above all, we tried to eliminate insurgencies.
No to chyba mamy wszystko.
So what you are saying is, Schickert shot the old man against Mr. Feldman's order?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
These are brutal events you're getting to hear here. Are you sure you're up for it? Honestly, no one would think this is a job for a woman. What do you have to prove? I will file a formal complaint.
What would you like to complain about?
About talking to you instead of a real prosecutor.
I see. Well, if you think that's necessary, go ahead. Thank you for your time, Mr. Kiebitz.
Goodbye, Miss Katz.
I should update Mr. Bauer.
Paula, no... No musimy sobie porozmawiać z Paulą.
Any updates on the suspect's personnel files?
I've made the request, but no news since then. Berlin's as silent as always.
I need some additional files. One of the suspects mentioned something interesting about Mr. Feldman. Could you check if there was anything strange happening with his subordinates? Threats, blackmail, anything?
Of course. I'll start looking. Anything else?
Is there any chance some files regarding the group members' responsibilities remained? Mr. Kiebitz's specifically. I want to know if he, at any point, worked directly for the district leader.
I'll see what I can do.
I need information on the equipment used by the local group. Weapons, mainly. As bureaucratic as the NSDAP was, they must have kept some sort of record.
On it.
According to the suspects, the shooting was ordered by the deceased Mr. Schwarz. But I saw no copy of such an order in the original case's files.
That's weird. I'll look into it right away.
There's a chance that Mr. Schwarz did not see the victim himself. If that's the case, my question is, what did he see? What did he know when he ordered the execution? I'm going to need whatever files would have been on his desk on that day. All that he could know about the victim. Arrest report, personal file, records, intake forms, whatever there is.
That's quite a wide net. I'm on it, of course. Anything else?
I need you to invite a potential witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
No to lecimy po kolei.
Please invite Mr. Schickert next.
We'll reach out immediately. Oh, and did you have the chance to talk to Mr. Wohlmuth yet? He found the blueprint of the old brewery that you might find useful. It's where the district office was located at the time of Mr. Naumann's arrest.
Okej.
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Well, I'm sure glad that is over. A second more and I might have punched him myself.
Co my tutaj dostaliśmy? Tu są te rozmowy. Coś nam tutaj przybyło? Nie. Czy wykonałem to zadanie? Tak. Arts Mr. Wolmut. Okej. To idziemy najpierw do szefa.
I wouldn't bother.
Nie przeszkadzać? No
The
spróbuję.
door is locked.
Okej.
You know, you really remind me of Kati.
Kati?
We had her when I was younger. Looked just like her. Wasn't nearly as friendly, though. No, she wasn't. Does anybody actually cook here? It is too early to make another pot. Right?
Nigdy nie jest za wcześnie na kolejną filiżankę.
No, I'm good. Ugh, so many dishes in the sink. I'm surprised no one has complained yet. Does it just go all day long?
Czy ja coś tu z tego mogę wyciągnąć? Chyba nie. No jak ładnie mruczy. Wolmut, ale jak ja mam? Nie wiem, kto to jest. O, tu coś mamy.
a mess. Ugh, it's really freezing in here, and the heater does not seem to be running. Need to remember to bring an extra sweater as soon as I have any work done here. How long has it been here? Ugh, does anybody ever clean around here?
Tu mamy te akta. Może muszę zadzwonić do tego pana.
Civil codes, the Reichsgesetz, Seneca, and some Franke and Neumann. Quite a collection. Wait, is that a Sachenspiegel? I think Dad had a copy of this edition.
Mój dyplom.
With so many smokers here, I doubt this office will ever be free of the cigarette smell. They are supposed to be good for you, though. That's what my doctor said. Who do I want to call?
Może Mr. Bauer.
No luck. That's weird. He should be in.
Mundury już znam. Okej. Labels. Okej. A, ja to coś muszę zrobić.
Miss Katz, how can I help you?
Did you see Mr. Bauer?
I wish I did. He got a call and had to leave. Urgently. Let me tell you, he was in quite the rush. Murmuring something about Argentina, of all places.
Guess I won't be updating him today. Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
A, tu jest.
Est, Miss Katz. Welcome.
Good day, Mr. Wohlmuth.
Actually, before you start, would you mind if for a change I ask you a question?
Proszę. Ale to zależy jakie pytania.
That would depend on the question.
Am I wrong or have you and our resident pessimist met before? I mean Simon, or Mr. Peters, if you prefer.
We do know each other. Not closely, but enough. We study together. I didn't really expect to see him for a while after that, to be honest. Especially not here. Not someone who'd take a job like this. Or so I thought. So yes, we've met before.
Was he always this much of an ass?
That was a very unprofessional comment.
Right, sorry. Just a dumb joke. I can assure you I have nothing but respect for the man, even if he has a bit of a difficult disposition. Either way, forget it. Is there anything I can help you with?
Paula told me you have something for me. Some sort of blueprint?
Right. Let me just see, where did I put it? What a mess. I've been just buried in all of these papers since morning. Altöttinger Straße 35. There we go. As we can hardly access the original crime scenes, blueprints like this ones are our second best thing. They are what you will be using in court to reconstruct your case.
Thank you.
It's not a problem at all. We need to have each other's backs here. So, who do you think did it?
I'm sorry?
The old man. Who shot him?
Build your theory. Okej. Ja jeszcze nie wiem tak do końca. Each step is connected with question that the answer by reconstructed in the blueprint. Okej. Jak mam to tu klikać? Reconstruct it. Okay.
I think it could have been Kiebitz.
And is that what your witness told you?
No, it isn't.
Already doubting his story? Probably for the best. I'd say a healthy dose of skepticism is crucial when dealing with people from this sort of cases. Our role isn't to retell their testimonies in court, but to build theories of what actually happened, which might be different from what any witness tells you. But here I go, babbling away again. Sorry. Shouldn't keep you any longer. Hope you find the blueprint useful.
Actually, I have some other questions.
Oh, thank God. I'd take any reason not to go back to all this.
Can I ask you a few questions about the work here?
Ask away.
How long have you worked for Mr. Bauer?
Here? Almost since the beginning. Which sounds good, but really means just a few months. We are a new team.
And before that, what did you do?
3 years in Hamburg, public prosecutor's office as well. Didn't really fit in there. And before that, well, that's a different story.
Have you worked with Mr. Bauer before?
Didn't get the chance, no. And even here, it's not exactly working with him either. Under would be a better term. Usually, at least.
What can you tell me about working here?
Long hours, little pay, cases which more often than not fail to even reach court. But it's an important mission, and, ironically, rewarding. The cases we work on, they already have had to wait far too long.
I was a bit surprised we are not at the main office.
Right, Bauer's idea. To put it simply, he was and still is afraid of sabotage. Too many people there he wouldn't trust. Files went missing, evidence got misplaced. So he decided to rent this place and repurpose it. And here we are.
I have a different question. I have some questions about somebody.
Who would that be?
Our legal assistant, Paula.
She's wonderful. She can be a bit of a pain, but she's wonderful. Truth be told, the whole place would fall apart without her. But don't let her hear that.
This place falls apart without one legal assistant?
Without our only one. And that woman does the work of an entire team, without complaining. Well, no, she does complain, but not earnestly. Just don't ask her for coffee.
Coffee?
Don't. Trust me on that.
What can you tell me about working with her?
You can rely on her. You need any files, if they still exist, she will be able to get them. And she takes the initiative. She starts searching for them even before you realize you might need them. It might have something to do with how she reads through everything she can get her hands on.
What do you mean she can be a bit of a pain?
You might have already noticed, but she can be rather, let's be honest, nosy. Unless you get something in a sealed envelope, it's safe to assume that she's already taken a peek. I don't personally mind, but I believe it can get on one's nerves.
I have a different question. I think that's all for now.
Don't be a stranger.
There's nothing left for me to do. I should call it a day.
Okej. Nie do końca rozumiem, jak te blueprinty działają. Ale myślę, że to jeszcze nie koniec. Gdzie ja jestem? Dobranoc. A jeszcze kotka pogłaskam.
Oh, hello, Marlene. Oh, I'm glad you are so cooperative.
Ktoś już wie, że tam pracuje. Of supper of work. Tyle osób chce z nim pracować? Wspierać pracę. Okej. Aha, ja to powiesiłem na tym.
But on her first case.
Still, functioning free press is simply crucial to the...
Wait, shh, I think she's coming up.
Okej, już mnie obgadują.
Good morning, Miss Katz. Have you seen the news yet?
A powinnam?
So, what were you saying about these news?
Oh, there's an article in today's Blatt. Have you seen it?
That tabloid?
That might still be too nice a word for them. A filthy rag slandering you with lies, Miss Katz.
They... what?
Sorry. It's typical, really. Whenever we achieve something, they're right there mocking us for trying. Don't even give it a second thought, Miss Katz. It's lies. All of it.
If they're angry, it means we're on the right track.
That's the spirit. Miss Katz!
Okej. Kotek.
So, the dead flies on my desk. Your handiwork.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She must have slipped in when I brought the newspaper.
Oh, hello, Malena. Meow.
Się coś nie zmieniło? Nie. Nic tu więcej nie mamy od wczoraj. Zadania takie same. I found a letter about Mr. Feldman. List... Aha, od Gestapo. Okej, dodajmy to sobie do akt. Oj, są spalone te dane. $7,65. To nas interesuje. No jest ich trochę. Jan. Czyli tego młodego chcieli, a zabili starszego. To wiemy i takie były rozkazy. Matching our date and place. Just see for yourself. Mamy jego podpis.
Yes, Paula?
The witness you asked me to contact, Karl Schickert, just arrived.
Thank you. I'll be joining you in a minute.
Zobaczmy zadanie na dzisiaj. Mamy go tylko przesłuchać. I zdać raport. No okej.
Mr. Schickert, I didn't expect you yet.
Arriving on time means you're 15 minutes late.
I'm glad you're so cooperative. Thank you for coming. My name is Esther Katz. I am the prosecutor in charge. I'll cut right to the chase. What happened on the 28th of April back in 45?
So, you're finally reopening the case, aren't you?
You seem excited about this. What is it to you?
Let me put it this way. I still have a score to settle. It is time for some
Rachunki do wyrównania.
gentleman to answer for what happened back then.
Just to be clear, you are referring to?
Kibitz and local group leader Faltmann.
So, your superior and your colleague. What had happened?
On that day, Faltmann, Kibitz and I had captured an alleged insurgent. We had taken him to the district office and locked him in a cell. It was an old man.
Was his name Hans Naumann?
It's more than 10 years ago. I'm pretty certain that this was his name, yes.
Please describe the situation.
Shortly after, the two men came out. Pointing to the cells, the district leader gave the command.
What kind of command?
He ordered us to shoot the prisoner.
How did the members of your group spend their free time?
They went drinking together. Not me though. I don't drink. I prefer being home early and getting a healthy sleep.
Będę się tu mógł jeszcze wrócić, więc najpierw
The
zobaczmy
district leader
historię.
returned to his office together with Mr. Kibitz. Mr. Faltmann asked me to follow him. Together we walked down the corridor to the cell where the old man was kept.
Okej. Nie do końca się to pokrywa.
What did Mr. Faltmann do?
The group leader raised his voice.
Do you remember his words?
He told me to shoot the prisoner.
And did you shoot the prisoner?
No, I did not. The man was clearly innocent.
How did you come to this conclusion?
He was accused of... what was it again? I remember someone mentioning it.
Just a second, I have that somewhere. Does this photo bring back any memories?
Let me see. Yes, I believe it does. The Reich flag. It was torn down. The guy was accused of climbing up there. Complete nonsense. Look, the man we had captured there. I'd have counted him lucky if he was able to get out of bed every morning. Besides, group leader Faltmann himself had said earlier that we had only taken him hostage. Him and Kibitz had hoped that the perpetrator would turn himself in if they held the old man hostage.
Why did they assume that?
Because the perpetrator was the son of the old man. That's what they believed, at least.
So they had hoped the son would come to get his father released?
Exactly.
But you didn't think their plan would work?
Doesn't matter what I was thinking. You can't just go and take a fellow German hostage.
How did your superior take your refusal?
Not well. He yelled, and I argued.
Do you remember your words?
I told him that it made no sense and that we should refrain from doing that. Group leader Feldman then threatened me. He said he'd report me to the Gestapo, that I would be severely punished, possibly killed.
But you still refused.
I did. I just couldn't do it.
Who prepared the cells for prisoners?
A few colleagues from the local group. It did not take much to set up. With a bucket and a mattress, it was done.
Just a bucket and that's it?
They were prisoners.
Did prisoners ever stay longer?
A couple of days maximum. They were here for interrogations.
Okej.
I left the room. Outside the cell, I met Kibitz, who was about to enter. A gun in his hand. Cocked. The next thing I hear is the shot.
Czyli zabił go niby Kibic. Okej. Szukajmy dalszych
How
wskazówek.
did you make sure you had enough electricity?
We had a generator for power outages. And oil lamps.
Was your local group in contact with other local groups?
We were in permanent contact with all the other Bavarian groups.
To się potwierdza. Słyszę szczury.
I can still hear the air raid siren in my head. I remember Mom waking me up. Pack your things, get into the basement. Were there any other prisoners at that time?
No. The old man was the only one that day.
Oho, to już się nie potwierdza.
Were your group's actions documented?
Certainly, but that wasn't my task. District leader Schwarz took care of it. But most of those files were destroyed, unfortunately.
If somebody did stay with Schwarz, it could have been documented somewhere. For how long did Mr. Feldman talk to Mr. Schwarz?
It was just a short meeting, maybe for a couple of minutes.
Ja wiem, że ja będę mieć problem, bo nie umiem sobie przypisać tych nazwisk do tych osób z
How was
opowiadania.
working under District Leader Schwarz?
He was a strict man with defined values. Easy to work under because he was so organized and knew the strengths and weaknesses of each member.
How was working with Mr. Feldman?
A power-hungry bully who kisses his boss's butts and belittled his subordinates. And that's if you were on his good side. Let's say his threats shouldn't be taken lightly.
How did you and Mr. Kibitz get along? You both held the same title?
Mr. Kibitz. Yes, we both were local group members. We did not get along so well.
No tutaj potwierdzili.
How did you fit into this local group?
I have always proudly done my duty. I oversaw security.
Jeszcze jakieś 3 rzeczy mi zostały.
Why did you relocate the office?
Because of the big air raid, we wanted to be underground. We hoped that we would be safer there.
Can you tell me more about your local group?
We mainly wrote reports and helped in the district where help was needed.
Jeszcze jakaś jedna rzecz. Ominąłem. O,
Was it common for prisoners to be executed?
No, we were a local group, not the SS.
czemu akurat tego?
So what you are saying is that Mr. Kiebitz shot him.
He did indeed. I know it.
But why would he do that? What was his reason?
What do I care about his reason? What he did was wrong. That's why I'm glad the case has been reopened. You break the rules, you get punished. That's the way it should be.
We will make sure the right people face the consequences, Mr. Schickert. Thank you for coming in.
The pleasure is all mine. Goodbye, Miss Katz.
Interesting. The suspects contradict each other in multiple aspects. I should see if I can make some sense of this on the blueprint and get this meeting with Peters over with.
Miss Katz, there was a call for you. Actually, it was multiple calls.
Yes, Paula?
It's your mother.
Did she want anything particular?
You'd think so, as she did call 5 times already. But no, she just wanted to talk to her daughter, very urgently.
Dobra, to idziemy zadzwonić do mamy. Mamusia najważniejsza, jak wiadomo.
Who do I want to call?
Katz,
Mom, what happened? You've been calling non-stop.
Essie, are you all right? We've been so worried.
I'm good, Mom.
But that dreadful article. No need to pretend with me, Essie. How are you, really?
I didn't expect anyone paying so much attention to me. It's disturbing, to be honest.
You poor thing. I just hope no one else figured out it was all about you. Oh, how embarrassing that would be.
You can't be serious.
But I am. Very much so, Essie, dear. People are confused enough about the origin of your father's name as is. Now, with that article, I'm just afraid of what other people might think of our family.
I see.
But enough of that. Let's focus on the now. I have wonderful news, Essie.
What? You can't just...
I just invited the Müllers for coffee this Saturday.
We were just talking about me destroying our family. And now you want to tell me all about the Müllers?
Oh, don't be like that. You have to come. I'm dying to show off my smart daughter.
Who are the Müllers? Do I even know them?
I don't think you have met them yet. They just moved into the piano floor of the house opposite.
Wait, did the Webers move out?
No, the other house. The Langs. You remember the Langs, right? Thomas Langs. He used to work at the bank. You used to play with their daughter. Black hair, a ponytail, always got her dress dirty. I just can't remember her name.
No.
I really don't know who you are talking about. Anyway, I can't this weekend.
Oh, what a pity. The Müllers are really nice people. And they have this good-looking son.
Mom!
All right, just mentioning it. No ulterior motives. Another weekend then? Are you free the week after?
I need to get back to work now, Mom.
A shame. Get back to me soon, will you?
Sure. Bye, Mom.
Goodbye, Esther.
Przyjrzyjmy sobie te akta. Niby ten Kejbic zabił, tak? Po tych numerach możemy porównać sobie. Kto miał? Jaki driver to był niby on, 877. On miał 8, nie 7. Gdzie są te blueprinty? Sobie możemy tą rozmowę przypomnieć całą. No nieźle, nieźle. No dobra, to chodźmy do pana Bauera.
Miss Katz, I take it your sparring with Mr. Peters went well?
He was very collegial.
Yes, I've heard the two of you don't see eye to eye. I'm glad to see it hasn't proved to be an issue. Now, how's your work progressing?
I've interrogated 2 of our suspects. They contradict each other in almost all of their claims. Can't even agree on who was present for the murder. They're shifting blame. One says Schickert shot. One, Kiebitz did. And there's no definitive proof for either version.
So it's word against word. Unfortunate, but not unexpected. Very well, considering the nature of this investigation, I'd say it's still proceeding apace. One suspect left. Hopefully, he will be able to clarify some of our doubts. Either him or the files. Which would leave us with one final issue. Court. Once you've heard the final testimony, you need to prepare to present your case. That means reconstructing the course of the crime and finding proof that would back it. As mentioned, Mr. Peters will help you out. Teach you how to present your findings, prove your claims. It will help you to familiarize yourself with the ins and outs of court. We cannot afford to fail at court, and preparation is the key to success. That's why I urge you to start with your training right away and build your theory. Once you hear from all witnesses, we need to move to court quickly. I hope it's all clear?
Of course.
Now that was quite an interesting development. Somebody sure is lying. But who? Can't say I envy your job right now, Miss Katz. Apart from that, How can I help you?
Are there any updates about the personal files?
I suspect I already sound like a broken record to the Berlin Document Center. Sadly, no news yet, but I will keep you on track once I hear something.
I need you to invite a witness.
Of course. Who should I reach out to?
Just one man left. Alfred Feldman.
Will do, Miss Katz.
Okej.
The door is locked.
Apart from that, how can I help you?
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Here if you need anything.
Myślałem, że u niego będę mógł...
Oh, hello, Marlene. Oh, I'm glad you are so cooperative. Oh, hello, Marlene. Meow.
Oh, fuck! Jesus, Katz. I don't have time for our little trial yet, if that's why you're here. Go, sort out your witness first.
I have some questions about somebody.
About whom?
About Mr. Bauer.
Mr. Bauer is a good man, a righteous man, an idealist, very professional, and very good at what he does. Even if he can be a bit difficult to work with at times.
You, actually.
You want to talk about me? Should I feel honored?
I thought we had agreed on something.
Right. What is it?
What do you do here?
Same as you. Get a case, work it, get it to court, win. We all work on separate cases, if that's what you meant. Usually, at least. It's just, there's so many of them. And there's so few of us. And there's nowhere near enough time.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
Luckily.
Really, Peters?
Continue. Sorry.
How have you been?
You do realize this is the most I've been well enough, Katz. Well enough.
Did you keep in touch with anyone?
From the university? No. We tried at first, but...
They stopped because of your winning personality?
Didn't you say we had agreed on something? We exchanged some letters with Walter, Ziegler...
They're in Bavaria, right?
Munich. Still, over time, we just stopped. Then I took up this position, and the few people that were left started avoiding me like a leper.
And how's... You were engaged, right? Julia?
You did. Close enough. I'm surprised you remember. It didn't work out. We didn't see eye to eye on some issues.
Right. One more question. Thank you.
To wszystko.
That's all.
Mam zrekonstruować scenę, ale tego tam nie ma.
The door is locked.
Apart from that, how can I help you?
Thank you, Paula. That will be all for now.
Here if you need anything.
Jak ja mam zrekonstruować tą scenę? Tu jest blueprint. Okej. No, jeszcze mi brakuje tych. To jest wersja tego Schickherta, czy jak się to tam czyta? Coś mi to tu nie wyszło. Moment. Okej. Że niby tak to było. Chwila. Ty idź tu. To tak, ten dostał rozkazy. Przekazał tym. Ci we dwójkę poszli. Ten odmówił wykonania rozkazu. I strzelił. Zaliczyło mi to?
Oh, good you're here. Mr. Peters asks me every 5 minutes where you are and when you're coming. Not only Peter's patience is growing thin.
Is everything okay?
I don't want to sound unprofessional, but working with him is a pain at times. Why does he always have to be so rude?
I don't know what his problem is, but I have little hope that it will ever get better.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
Aha. To idziemy do pana Petersa potrenować.
Oh, hello, Marlene. Oh, I'm glad you are so cooperative.
Honorable Miss Cutts, would you be ready then?
I think so. How are we going to do that?
I will act as defense and court, and you will do your part.
What do you mean exactly?
You are Esther Cutts, the famous prosecutor. No case too hard, no challenge too high. Remember?
Haha.
You present your prosecution, support your conclusions with evidence, and win the case. And I'm trying to stop you from doing just that. Should be a piece of cake. For one of us, at least.
Start presenting in theory to the court by pressing play on the blueprint.
His execution was ordered by Herbert Schwarz, the district leader for the city of Munich. As the senior member of the NSDAP involved in the crime, he bears the main responsibility for Mr. Normann's death. Mr. Schwarz is unfortunately deceased and as such cannot be tried. This does not, however, absolve his subordinates of their culpability.
Objection. According to the witness statement, it was Mr. Schickert who gave the order. Can you support your claims with meaningful evidence?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. If you would take a look at this.
O kurde.
But this says nothing about them ordering the execution. Did you even read the document you just presented? This is serious business cuts. We are trying to put some of the worst criminals against humanity behind bars. Almost the whole country hates us for it and would love seeing us fail. We can't afford a lapse like that. You do have the right theory, but you need to back it up properly with evidence.
I will go to my office and go through the files once more.
Do that, but don't take all day. I got my own cases in need of preparation.
Peters?
Czyli trzeba poprawić. Dobrze, moi drodzy. Przepraszam, bo ten odcinek się robi trochę przydługi. Mam nadzieję, że wam się spodobało. Dajcie znać w komentarzu, co myślicie. Tak trochę dziwnie, że już muszę nad tymi blueprintami pracować, a jeszcze nie znam całej sprawy. Ale powiedzmy, że to jest tak, jak sobie myślę. A czy to faktycznie tak będzie? Zajrzyjcie na następny odcinek, który już w sobotę. Trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia. Cześć.